Так, привет, ребятушки. Да, немножко не уложился, короче, по времени. Ладно, все, не паникуем, без паники. Всего-то потеряли полчаса времени. Вот. Ну что, врываемся с двух ног, короче, сначала в ЕТС. Заканчиваем наш там маршрут, доставку и приступаем к Alan Wake. Так, ну что, заходим. Не буду, короче, больше делать так рано стримы, потому что, блин, ну, не успеваю я. Не успеваю. Так, вчера вроде все нормально
из зеленого
было.
замка рядом с адресом портала. Специалисты рекомендуют не переводить деньги, если закрались сомнения в правдивости реквизитов сайта. Транспорт. Лада Гранта может лишиться подушек безопасности. Официальный представитель АвтоВАЗа заявил порталу Автоньюз, что производитель рассматривает такую возможность. Еще в прошлом году из-за нехватки комплектующих завод должен начать выпуск упрощенных версий своих авто, в том числе Гранта. У них отсутствовали антиблокировочные системы и подушки безопасности. Однако позже гарантии вернули эти опции. Вы слышали новости, дорожные радио вместе в пути.
Привет, привет, Симба. Немножко сегодня задержался. Ничего страшного. Как дела? Что-то перебивает звук игры, музыка. Микрофон добавить, музыку убрать. Что вроде как вчера на стриме все нормально было, я настроил. Давай вот так вот немножко прибавлю. Ты чё, общая громкость игры на 50% сбавлена? Нормально должно быть. Обманываешь. Вчера нормально все. я на заправку так и не заехал.
Берите стрим.
написал, что думаю, на стриме не заходил. Ты мне скажи, мне избавить игру, музыку или что? Я вот сейчас микрофон немножко прикрутил. Что, написал, плохо слышно, да, я спросил, все, вот тишина. Сейчас исправим. Вот так. Раз, два, три. Так нормально? Или еще сбавить? Хорошо, спасибо.
Ваше благородие, все мы с ней не встретимся. Весь
Ну что, молчите, давайте рассказывайте что-нибудь, как дела? Считаем название стрима обязательно. Ой, не внимательно то, что у нас сегодня две игры. Это ETS, который мы заканчиваем с вами долгую поездку. И Alan Wake, который оригинал ремастер. Вот. Поэтому, когда кто-то зайдет и не спрашивайте, а где ETS, а где eurotruck? Вот. Я вчера это говорил на стриме. Ну да, я вчера про две игры говорил. Делал даже голосование. Вот. Поэтому сидим, смотрим и не выпендриваемся. Так, давайте посмотрим еще груз какой-нибудь небольшой. Вообще, в принципе, есть. А, блин. Ну, паскалатара, в чем проблема? Что нет наверх? А, так мы там были даже. Где также ночью синей струится лунный свет, но нам с тобой отныне. Ладно, в следующий раз разберемся. Так, сейчас, значит, я подготовлюсь к Alan Wake. Ну как подготовлюсь? Короче, подвину маник. Подключим руль. Ладно, короче, слушайте пока музыку, сейчас начнем. Так. Ну что? Залетаем в Alan Wake. Короче, я уже запускал. Короче, запустил с ярлыка. У меня какую-то ошибку выдала. Потом запустил с этого через корневую папку и это через администратора, короче. Запустилось, но там на английском. Потом решил просто снова через ярлык зайти. И вот, пожалуйста, русский язык. Да, поехали. Так, сразу параметры звук. Громкость музыки мы убавим примерно так. Эффектов вот так. Речь оставим. И громкость видеоролика также максимум оставим. Сохранилось? Музыку, ладно, еще можно сбавить. Ну, примерно, короче, верно, вот так вот. Графика высокая. Уровень сложности, ладно, поставим нормальный. Все, смотрим.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone.
Эпизод 1. Кошмар.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Hello, my name is Mikael Kasurinen and I'm the lead game designer of Alan Wake. This is a video game commentary that spans throughout the whole game. Commentators will appear like this on the screen every time there's something that we like to talk about. But be aware that this commentary is full of spoilers. If you haven't played the game yet and you want to experience it as it was meant to be played, stop now, go back to the option screen and turn off the commentary. You can always come back later. This commentary is location based, so every time you hear a commentary that you want to listen to, stop moving and don't try to advance to the next location. Feel free to look around, but moving forward in the level might actually override the existing commentary.
Так, комментарий, подожди. Управление.
The only way to replay a comment is to restart the last checkpoint. Now, enjoy the commentary and have fun.
Hiya, my name is Tim Longqvist. I'm one of the level designers of Alan Wake.
Hello, my name is Tero Tosa. I'm a senior environment artist at Remedy.
Hi, I'm Mikko Rautalahti and I'm a writer here at Remedy.
You think you're God? You think you can just make
Whoa.
Here we are in the very beginning of Alan Wake. Since dreams and dreamlike states are a big deal for us, it's kind of fitting that we start things off with a good old-fashioned nightmare. We also do a couple of other things here though. For example, we introduced Thomas Zane. We don't call him that yet, but that's what the big floating ball of light is. And we also do a tutorial here, and that was actually kind of challenging because it's not very easy to marry the idea of a story introduction and a tutorial together, but you know, I think we did an okay job with that.
You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work. You missed your deadline! Damn. You can't stop me!
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
Блин, а что за такое кривое управление?
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation? This way! Hurry!
Mr. Wink, it's me. Play steward, remember? Quickly, get inside! There's no time to lose! Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
I was trapped. There was no way out.
Die, 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 die.
А что делать-то?
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Ну только пошли. А, где мое ХП?
Follow the light.
You are hurt. You should go into the light.
The light pole that you see in front of you is a crucial piece in the gameplay of Alan Wake. We call them safe haven. It's a spot of light in the midst of darkness. It provides you safety. While the enemies actually don't want to go in the light, they also heal the player faster and acts as guidance for the player. Every time you see light in front of you, that's usually a good direction to take.
To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing.
Ну давай.
This way. There's no time.
In this scene, the diver takes control over Wake's dream to teach him how to fight the forces of darkness. The basic concept is simple. You turn the light on top of Taken and you can see the darkness burning away. After that, you are able to defeat the Taken with your revolver. This is a good opportunity to see how the light mechanics work. Turn the light on top of him and you can actually see a small halo forming around him. The halo gets smaller, the less darkness there's left. And you can clearly see a light effect when the shield is burned away. The combat mechanics were always designed around the idea that you face multiple enemies at once. In this tutorial you only get one enemy at a time, but in the field that comes after this, you get 2 or 3 enemies at the same time. Then you get the proper feel of how the combat works. Be careful on who you're concentrating on, because someone else might actually be flanking you and trying to hit you in the back.
Батарейку? Серьезно?
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Можно его выключить пока? Как фонарь выключить? Сейчас ты, короче, зажрал. Ай, блин, надо было на shift, я что-то на пробел нажал. Воу. Закончились батарейки. Вот это новость. Где мне взять батарейки? Блин. Хорош.
I can keep this up forever!
Можешь быстрее бежать, пожалуйста.
Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Welcome to Bridge Falls.
The events of the game take place in the Pacific Northwest region of United States. This is a beautiful region that has in the past been featured in numerous TV shows and movies, like The Shining and Twin Peaks. It's famous and recognizable for many things, like fishing and mining and huge redwood tree trunks the size of a bus, beautiful lighthouses. But I think the most recognizable and beautiful feature is the nature. It's an oceanic climate combined with huge mountain ranges and dark forests. The cool thing about it is that there's an enormous amount of moisture constantly flowing in from the Pacific Ocean, and when it hits the mountains it turns into fog. So the end result of that is that almost everywhere you look, there's these dense wisps of fog lazily crawling on the mountains and hillsides, and it really lends the area an almost otherworldly feel.
In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Ну?
Come on, Slowpoke. You get the full service here. I've made all the arrangements. I drive the car. I'll even carry the bags. All you have to do is drag your cute butt into the car and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, sounds like you've got a lazy bastard for a husband.
Yeah, but I got a thing for him. Come on, you lazy bastard.
Так я уже
Let's go.
тут. Пошли. Все, пришвартовались? Нет.
Let's get back in the car and drive to the town. We're here.
Так в смысле? Это же ведь наша машина. Ну? И что? И в чем проблема?
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't.
Diners are the very essence of traditional Americana and the hearts of small-town communities, such as Bright Falls.
Well, okay.
There being so many of them, and many of them looking very much like each other, source material for this location was always going to be plentiful. But even so, from the start, we had a certain one in mind. If you can remember a certain black tie-wearing, pie-munching FBI agent who likes a damn fine cup of coffee, you'll know the one I'm talking about.
I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Cauldron Lake. It's a special place. Very inspiring. You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you all right?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Ну да, на всякий случай.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
В смысле?
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on PBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right.
Bird Lake Cabin is an idyllic, a little rundown but nevertheless beautiful cabin nestled in a small island on the Cauldron Lake. But not all about it is as it seems. You see, in the 70s there was a big eruption and the whole island sank and it took down the cabin with it. So it shouldn't really exist. Yet somehow it does. The original idea for the Bird Lake Cabin was that it was actually alive, that it would roam about in the forests at night, rising onto its legs that would at daytime look like bird leg-shaped roots sticking out from under it. In the end, the story evolved into having the name of Bird Lake Cabin simply derive from the peculiar shape of the island and also from the frontal facade of the building, where a chimney, which looks like a beak, and two round windows looked like its face, and two porches, one on either side, looked like its wings.
Seen on the ferry. Returned.
Damn. Фонарик только тратится, когда я
I needed to
нажимаю.
get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
В смысле, где-то на острове. Че, угораешь?
The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
Включить питание. Почему в доме-то его нету?
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. Let's see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose, I
just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too.
И J, G, Tab. Что это? Камеру можно менять? А зачем?
The water was clear but dark. It looked very deep.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Чё говоришь, где провода? Где провода? Кого смотреть?
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again. An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Ебать, сейчас все развалится.
The lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
We spend a lot of time talking about Alice in the game, but we don't actually see all that much of her because she disappears. That's why it was very important for us to establish her as a major force in Wake's life in the very beginning of the game. Their relationship is very interesting because Alice is actually a lot smarter and stronger than Wake is. She's capable of manipulating him and is quite willing to do so if need be. That's how they end up at Cauldron Lake in the first place. But what she does out of love. She really just wants to help him. And he does need all that help because he kind of falls apart without her. She's a lot stronger than that. She could survive without him, but I'm not sure if Wake could ever live without Alice.
А где мой кабинет? Это что ли?
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, everyone keeps...
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it!
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
Знаешь, тебе помочь хочет, дурак. Так не знаю чего.
Damn it. Alice?
Alice? Alice!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alan Wake has a lot of problems. His marriage is failing, he's suffering from the results of extremely poor impulse control, and frankly, the guy is a bit of a dick. He's not a bad writer, he's definitely a decent one, and obviously he's been very successful, but, you know, it's probably not a coincidence that the moment he sets out to write is really good.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Keep going.
Wake up. Alice?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot. Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either. Among Alice's things was the book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Designing the environments, we are making full use of the diversity of nature in Pacific Northwest region. In this episode, we find Alan Wake crashed in a car, unable to climb back to the road, and facing a long hike through the forest to reach a distant gas station where he hopes to find help. The area is a rocky, forested valley. He has to go through a logging site and also a marshland that follows the bottom of the valley and a river crossing. In the end, there is a vintage old gas station to explore, so really it's a visually very interesting location.
Hello?
Hello? Is someone there?
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake. Departure by Alan Wake.
Well, as you can see, Wake has just found his first manuscript pages. They just sort of floated down from an unearthly light. And the manuscript is really one of our main storytelling tools in the whole thing, and one of our most important concepts in the entire game. And that stuff was actually really difficult to write because, you know, you don't have a lot of space there. You have a couple of paragraphs, and you kind of need to be able to tell a little story there.
Yeah, and I also think that manuscript pages are a big part of the whole Alan Wake experience. While it also tells a lot about the world itself, it also gives you a really deep history of different characters in the game.
Yeah, and it feels kind of natural too, because, you know, we sort of made the pages a part of the whole thing. They're not just sort of, you know, random things in the, you know, sort of, you know, on the sidelines, but they're actually something that's really a part of the plot because they really are the plot.
Exactly. And I especially like the idea how certain pages actually predict some events that are going to occur in the future.
Yeah, we do a lot of foreshadowing there, but it's not, you know, we don't really do the kind of a thing where we sort of, you know, hint at something. We actually come right out.
Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Nightfall! Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square. And square. Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you.
На Катарыл, короче, просто можно ходить.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
you lose?
Shit.
The deposit. It's the latest thing!
Пошел нахер!
2 birds? Incontestably proven health! See the sights? Keep those cholesterol
Подбери!
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
А чё так мало?
during your trying walking. It's the latest thing.
О, Duracell.
Incontestably proven health benefits. Let you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You can see the sights and keep those cholesterol levels.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station. How may I?
Hello? Hello?
Вот тебе и hello.
This is bad.
А, ну сейчас нам пробьют. Блендер. А, он столкнул. Что, вместе с трактором? В натуре. Блин, фонарик на...
The bulldozer had gone over the cliff with the office. I hoped Stucky had suffered the same fate, but I wasn't planning on staying to find out.
Блин, фонарик, конечно, прикольный. Это как...
Even though most of the enemies attack you with melee weapons, some of them are able to use ranged weapons as well. I think it's way cooler when somebody's throwing stuff at you instead of shooting. Or maybe I just got tired of that in our previous games.
My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside the shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
А зачем там батарейки? А тут еще следы можно с помощью фонарика искать.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
А есть? Подожди. Быстрый доступ. Ну, типа, допустим, я хочу поменять. Нету, да?
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season.
Воу. Больше метатель. Блин, так ведь хрен догадаешься, то, что тут может что-то лежать. Оно даже никак не подсвечивается. Ну, типа ящик.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now, she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Можно без таких вот резких звуков, а?
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across.
Wake's newfound fear of water is a result of his plunge into Cauldron Lake. Of course, at this point in the story, he doesn't know what happened to him, he doesn't remember any of it, but you know, on some subconscious level, he knows that he's been violated, and he associates that with the water.
Тут что-то может спрятано быть. О. Вот, все, теперь можно дальше идти. Блин, выносливость вы еще показывали.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Да. Да, в принципе, можно даже на правую кнопку не нажимать. Ха, все спрятали. А еще дальше нельзя было. А, там типа в пачке по... Было 12, по 4 штуки. Ха-ха, прикольно.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Ты прикалываешься. Почку поставил, да залез.
I couldn't stay here. There had to be a way to get up there.
В смысле, все полное? Только батарейки тогда возьми.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Так вот же он, нет? А, это лебедка какая-то.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Тихо, 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 тихо. Это вот только что было вообще не внезапно. Пацаны, потише, потише. А ты чё такие резкие-то? А вы чё такие быстрые?
The stairs were useless. I had to find something else to help me climb up there.
Что-то сейчас было так внезапно.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
О, дробовик. Огонь. Все? Ничего не забыл.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Да, я уже в курсе. О, не, подожди, ты дробовик-то убери. Ага. И... Что мне это дает? Или типа бочка мешается? Еще раз можно использовать. Что дальше-то? Дальше ты чё? Не понял. Понял. Нет, не понял. Что не так? А дальше-то как лезть? Нихера себе. Я думал, мы поедем, покатаемся. Ну ладно. Как бы. Да, сейчас продолжим.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment.
Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. To listeners, no, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air. Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Зачем мне ракетница? А может ракетница это как типа вместо флешки? Как вариант.
Probably a rabbit. Well, sure.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice. The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming us.
Most of the gameplay locations we have in the game incorporate the idea of a journey into them. It basically means that we try to show where player is coming from and where he's going to as often as possible. In the beginning of episode 1, this meant that we showed the lighthouse whenever possible, and of course now we use the gas station in similar role.
А, дойдите вы все в сраку. Слышь, я уклонился. Дайте в жопу. А, выйди. Воу, 2 патрона. Да блин. Да ну... Патроны мне можно, пожалуйста? Пожалуйста. А куда дальше-то? Подожди.
Here we can see some of the nasty enemies that we have. We call them flankers because they try to circle around you and stab you in the back. Though they are quite easy to take out.
Touch salad, though. A man like me needs a hefty meal. That's for the day. We enjoy the magnificent ones.
Да, это как граната, в принципе.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman. The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
The journey from the crash car onwards has seen a steady escalation of suspense, and now we're wrapping it up with a meeting with possessed Carl Stucky.
As you might think, it can be dangerous. It requires patience.
Whoa, whoa.
The
Давайте кучнее, пацаны. Блин. Воу, первая смерть.
The journey from the crash car onwards has seen a steady escalation of suspense, and now we're wrapping it up with a meeting with possessed Carl Stucky.
It can be dangerous. It requires patience.
Oh no.
Even with the engine. Isn't easy and fatal. Mistake don't make. Count your big forward. And after. This place cool. Got these. Has destroyed. Then one car.
Да. Оп, уклонился. Не пизди. А ты слышишь? Можешь стоять спокойно. Вот сука.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Жалко, бочки не взрываются.
You're about to find the first TV at the gas station where we see Alan Wake raving like a lunatic. Cynthia Weaver actually talks about a similar thing later on in the game when she mentions that Thomas Zane has been talking to her from beyond and from television, and it's kind of a similar thing. Wake isn't aware of how it's happening, but that's what it is. We are thinking of Alan Wake as kind of a sum of three parts actually. Our writing, Ilkka Villi's face and body language, and Matthew Poretta's voice. And since we shot this stuff on video instead of producing it with our game engine, that's actually Alan Wake at his purest, you could say. And, you know, not coincidentally, it's also Alan Wake at his craziest.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Ты можешь здесь хотя бы фонарик выключить. Кого читать?
I had to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me, and then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Одержимый эпизод 2, Нью-Йорк 3 года назад.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
We have 2 of these New York flashback scenes in the game, and actually we almost cut them out. And I'm very glad that we were able to keep them in because they are very important to the story that we're telling here. These are the days when the Wakes were actually happy. And we spent so much of the game in danger and in darkness, running around with guns blazing. And also, when we see Wake and Alice together, most of the time they're arguing or at least not being very happy. But these are the days when they were both very, very happy together, and these are the days they long for. In the second flashback sequence, towards the end of the game, you can see the cracks there. They aren't really doing very well anymore. But right now, this one, it was good.
Так, ладно, ребятушки, давайте тогда на этом, короче, закончим. Эпизод 2 мы начнем уже, не знаю, либо в следующей серии, либо на следующем стриме. Посмотрим. А так, спасибо тем, кто заходил, кто посмотрел, кто посмотрит. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте палец вверх, не забывайте про колокольчик, чтобы не пропустить новые видео. Все, всем спасибо, всем пока.